Talk to us about the optimism you're seeing in the data of your clients right now, seeing the reopening become a reality.
Thank you, Caroline. It's great to be back on the show. There is a good reason for cautious optimism right now. I mean, of course, it depends on country and region, but here in the US, 40% of Americans have gotten at least one COVID shot. And now business leaders are starting to think about how to seize the moment for this great reopening of society. So it's a really exciting time. We see this in all of our technologies and how they're being used. Take Service Einstein bots, for example, 700% increase in use versus last year. And a lot of the questions that are coming in now through the bots are questions about whether stores and restaurants will be opening back to full hours.
Interesting. Okay, so it's about wanting to get out, wanting to start to splash the cash you haven't been able to for a while, or indeed enjoy just the environment of people getting out and about. How changed, though, markedly changed, will restaurants be, will some of your clients be in terms of the way that they still use digital front and center, basically, as they reopen?
It's so interesting. I mean, we live in this all digital world now, and even for these in-person experiences that so many of us have craved for the last year, a lot of those experiences are going to start digital first, right? You think about going first and searching on Google or on your phone to see if a restaurant is open, or to book a flight or to book whatever travel that you want. And a lot of that is happening just completely online. And then even if the ultimate experience is in person.
Yeah, I certainly never want to go back to, well, digital payments is front and center for me. I was just at a market outdoors, and the ability to be able to just wander around without cash in your hands, to be able to do direct payments so easily, it's a whole new marked shift, and I'm sure it's sped up the pace of development and disruption over the United States, with payments in particular. Where do you think customer services has changed in particular, Clara?
Oh, every aspect of customer service has changed. We saw this in the original COVID shutdown. Overnight, call center agents had to go home and start working from home. Before, I think there was this industry wisdom that it couldn't be done, but the last year has proven that completely wrong. And so now people are working as call center agents from home. Some people are working from stores when foot traffic is light as call center agents. And there's a lot of desire. The majority of customer service leaders we talk to, they don't want to go back to everybody in the call center every day, right? They're looking at these sustained remote strategies or hybrid strategies. And so it's really this idea of service from anywhere.
And what about the technology supporting that? I mean, artificial intelligence, of course, finally really coming to bear within your industry. How do you think it will be maintained? How will it be improved? What will we see that changes?
So much has happened in the last 12 months. I mean, you take something like Service Cloud Voice that launched last November and is our fastest growing product right now. And it just takes these real-time call transcriptions from the customer. And as the customer is talking, it's helping the service agent look things up in real time. And so it's this real-time AI assist, the way that many of us would use an Alexa or Siri at home. We're now giving that and putting that in the hands of service agents, whether they work at large companies or at small companies.
Anything that didn't quite work, or indeed that you put to practice and perhaps isn't going to be wanted to be used in the same way?
There have been a lot of lessons, a lot of learnings over the last 12 months. I mean, again, going back to the call center example, when agents got stuck in the old world, they would just turn to their neighbor or flag down a supervisor, and have them come talk to them. They can't do that anymore in this remote environment. And so we've really had to learn in real time and get creative. Again, using Service Cloud Voice, we also have something coming out next month for workforce engagement, to say, how do we actually enable this on-the-job training and real-time coaching when we are in this remote and hybrid environment? And then also, how do we think more broadly about service? It's not just about the contact center, it's also about field service. We're thinking about all of the elevator repairmen and women who are going out and janitorial and food service to help our office parks and help our sports stadiums come back and reopen for business.